All right, let's see who can mimic the Tarzan call the best.
All right.
Just went all in. Yeah, you know?
I know.
Woo! Talk about conquering your fears and your low self-esteem.
I'm not sure if it was conquering your low self-esteem.
I think it was kind of like
embracing
you,
it.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, I'm an idiot. I love myself.
Come here, idiot self. Yeah.
Welcome to the dialogue, people, small children, maybe older folk,
Old children.
old children. We're all
Small
children.
folk.
Welcome to the dialogue, where movies are more than mindless entertainment. I'm Derek, and this is Andrew.
Hello, hello.
And we're back again for another movie review.
Mm-hmm.
This week's movie, Tarzan. The Legend of Tarzan.
The Legend of Tarzan. Right.
Right. Which
Right.
insinuates that there was something that happened before that has become legend. So this is actually like a continuation of the story that we all know and love, where Tarzan is raised in the jungle by apes. He is, basically his family's murdered, and he's in the jungle. Becoming the ape man.
You just like blew over that. His whole family's murdered and he's in the jungle.
He's in the jungle. Well, this is after that, after he meets Jane. So you have Tarzan and Jane.
Right.
They're now living a nice, peaceful life in the wonderful town of London, I guess. He's become civilized. But now, crap's going down at home. And by home, I mean the jungle.
Right.
And by the jungle, I mean the Congo.
Right. Right.
And by the Congo... Well, stuff's going down there, and so he has to go back and become the man he used to be. The Beast Man. The Wild Man.
It was packed, and there was this family, I think, behind me. I didn't get a good look at him because I thought that would be rude, but there was a smaller child right behind me.
And they were, like, kicking the chair.
Yeah, I was doing one of these, like, auto rocks. It was like...
Auto rocks?
It was, like, every 5 minutes.
Your chair was rocking automatically, but it was not because the chairs do that.
It was man-powered. Or...
child-powered.
Anyways. I had fun with this movie. It was good. From the trailer, I was expecting potentially, to varying levels, varying degrees, a realistic, maybe gritty take on Tarzan and what it might be. You know, of course, it's the story as he's going back, but essentially, it's the character that we all know.
And some love.
And some love.
Some.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, it's hard to hate him. I guess it's hard to hate him. And it was in the middle of the road for me as far as that goes. It's live action. There's CGI.
Yeah.
And it made itself into a movie, you know? I didn't... Now, I appreciate... We mentioned, like, just glossing over the fact that his parents died and he's in the jungle. I did appreciate the fact... I appreciate a few things about this movie. One of them being the fact that there is some emotion into his family dying. Both... there's both emotion wrapped up into his human family and honoring that, as you mentioned before in talking, and there's also emotion wrapped up into his adopted family in the jungle. Also, there's like a national tribe of humans in the jungle too that play into this. So that may be like the twist on the version of the story that you might know from Disney. That was really interesting too. I love the interplay between all that. I also liked the well, I guess it has to do with the interplay between that. So the questions of what makes a society good, especially as it interacts with other societies or other cultures.
Okay.
And what makes it bad. We see two examples of each in the film.
Okay.
And I thought that was really great because that's something that it hits home. You know, it hits home because America is a melting pot of different cultures, different subcultures, and I mean even internationally too. I mean, we're kind of a global globe
on a global scale.
A global globe now.
There's a lot of people just kind of becoming melting pots. You know, like
right. Well,
you have different nationalities.
You have to deal with that. You have to deal with that. You have to deal with the interchanging of cultures. So this movie spoke a little bit to that, and I like that. I liked it.
I like it. He
I
likes
liked
it. He likes it. As far as like the themes go and things like that, I think that there is a lot there to be discussed. This movie definitely lends itself to cultural issues. One of the things that I really enjoy about this movie is the character that Sam Jackson plays. I think his name is George. And it's longer name, like Washington or something like that, like George Washington or something. Like he's like named after that.
Right, his middle name's Washington, yeah.
Yeah.
It's George Washington...
something.
Forget. Yeah.
Anyway, but his character, I really enjoy his performance. Yeah. Somebody said he's having fun with the movie. Like Chris Stuckman, I think, said that. You can definitely see that. Like, he's having fun with this movie. Yeah. His character kind of lends itself to that because the character just is like this guy who's like, I'm going to tell it like it is, you know?
Yeah.
Let's cut the crap.
I want to get to the bottom of things, right?
Yeah. And I love that about his character because he's super straightforward.
I think he was my favorite character.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
Well, I think that there's the most story given to that character in a weird way because he's a side character, but it's like, I felt like I knew him the best, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I enjoyed that. There's this interesting element of him trying to free slaves and the whole slave trade idea.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really good and well done. Then there's like the elements of Tarzan honoring his families, like you said. And then just the idea of love and marriage that's in this and the relationship between Jane and Tarzan. I thought that was good too. So all of these kind of elements and themes, bringing it together, I actually really enjoyed this movie. I had a lot of fun with it. It's not too serious, but it is serious. And then just to kind of like break down the mental image that you might have in your head if you haven't seen the movie, it's realistic, but it's not real. Like there's going to be elements that if you're thinking this is supposed to be like real life, there's going to be elements of this movie that are going to be like, that would never happen. And it's true. It wouldn't.
Right. And some of those threw me a bit, like we mentioned, being on the train. I had to jump off the train a few times because of moments like that. And, and like I said, maybe I was trying to go for something that was more...
Well, I was thinking it was Tarzan. I was like, how can this be like... It can't be real, you know? But at the same time, you know, I can totally see what you're talking about. But yeah, so, you know, I liked it. I thought it was good.
Rating this... I think I would probably dish a 7 out to it. I think I dish a 7. I thought it was fun, and there are definitely themes there to talk about. I didn't completely love it because of getting thrown off the train, as well as I didn't think some of the characters really knew what they were, and the story. It just was kind of middle of the road. But yeah, 7.
I'm gonna give it an 8, and I actually enjoyed it a little bit more. I didn't think it was like. Necessarily like I want to go see this again immediately kind of thing, but definitely something that I'd want to own and something that I would recommend to other people to watch.
All right. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Join the dialogue by subscribing. Of course, subscribe. We're actually almost at 100 at the time of recording this.
We're at 96, baby.
We're at 96, so 4 more. 4 more. And join us next time on The Dialogue.
Work it! Work the camera! Make love to the camera!
Come on, subscribe!